Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, yes, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh college boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And very good evening to everyone in Kahok country. Welcome to Granite City High School. My name is Todd Duke. We're here today, back-to-back days of some boys volleyball action for you. After Collegeville picked up their first Southwestern Conference victory yesterday, we're in Granite City. Little Granite City Warriors volleyball going on here today, and I'm going to tell you all about it. We welcome you into the pregame show brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collegeville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collegeville, or you can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollegeville.com. JV game ended just a little while ago, and Collegeville saw their junior varsity 3-game winning streak come to a close. Granite City won in straight sets, 25-19 and 25-20. So JV is now 5-10 on the year, and they still have won 5 out of their last 7 games, so they're playing pretty good volleyball as of late, just falling a little bit short here to Granite City. So let's talk about the varsity. Varsity team comes in at 7-7. They are under their second-year head coach Mike Nichols. He is now 15-20 on the year. Granite City, they come in hurting a little bit. They are 0-13 on the year. Justin Warren is in his 16th year. He's been the only head coach here at Granite City High School for their boys volleyball program, and he has a record of 68 wins and 190 losses. Collinsville, as I mentioned, coming off of their first Southwestern Conference win of the season after a hard-fought win last night at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Kahawks won in 3 sets, 25-22. They won the first set, dropped the second set, 25-23. That forced that third and final set, and Collinsville won 25-21. Seniors John Carl with 14 kills. Tyrone Ely had 10. Jack Geisen and Matthew Falvey with 2 aces each. Luke Geisen had 5 blocks. Kahawks now with 2 Southwestern Conference wins in the brief 1+ years of existence. Both of those against Alton. One last year and one this year. After tonight's match here at Granite City, though, 4 of the team's next 5 matches are against Southwestern Conference teams, including tomorrow night at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium versus Edwardsville. Well, as we mentioned, the Warriors are still searching for that first win of the season. Of their 13 losses, 9 of them have been 2-set sweeps. Went 3 sets with Bayless and Metro East Lutheran before losing those 2. They played 1 match in St. Louis where, of course, they play a best-of-5 set match. They lost at the School of Medicine and Bioscience in a 3-set sweep by the Owls. So Granite City's only won a couple of sets this year. Going back to last season, Granite City has lost 14 straight. Their last win was May the 9th of last year in a 2-set sweep of Rittenauer High School. That was here at Granite City. Warriors, by the way, went 4-17 last year. All right, time for the pre-game interview, and we continue visiting with our seniors. We have 9 of them this year, so we're kind of getting through the list here. And up next is the Kahok libero for your boys basketball team. That would be 5'11" senior Matthew Falvey. My conversation with young Mr. Falvey will be coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Ragg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Ragg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Ragg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Edwardsville at 1012 Plummer Drive, or call Jason Ragg at 618-307-7048, or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, members SIPC.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. We're on the road. Second night in a row covering boys volleyball after a big conference win last night. We're in Granite City for some non-conference action. Joining us now as we continue our senior interviews, number 6, Matthew Falby, senior libero. All right, let's start off with the family. I know you're the younger brother of Emily Falby. I remember watching her on the softball team, so let's start there. Any other brothers, sisters? Don't forget mom, dad. Don't forget the pets.
I have 2 older sisters. Emily, she played softball and volleyball, and then Anna, she played tennis. And then I have an older brother. He played cross country and baseball. And then I live with my mom and dad and my dog, Misha, the German Shepherd.
Misha, the German Shepherd. All right, so apparently sports runs in your family. What side of the family does that come from, mom or dad?
My mom had 9 older brothers, and they played a lot. And then my dad played sports when he was young, too, so probably both sides.
So I'm going to guess you guys, all the brothers and sisters, you and Emily and everybody involved, all push each other in their particular sports.
Of course, yeah, a lot.
All right, so give me kind of an example of that sibling rivalry growing up. I'm not talking about your high school years. I'm talking about your formative years.
We would play like hockey in the backyard. It'd be like me and my brother versus my 2 sisters, and it was intense. You're always trying to beat the other 2 people. So.
All right, tell me a little bit about your volleyball journey. How did you get started in that?
I went to St. Peter and Paul. And when in 5th grade, the team started, and we just had enough for one team. So my brother was in 8th grade, and my 5th through 8th graders all played on one team. Joey and Dominic and Andrew, we all played together. A lot of the people, Zagorskis, and just started there. And then I went to high school, and I played baseball freshman year. And I was COVID canceled it, so I only played for like a week. And then I was like, well, I want to play with my friends again, so I started playing volleyball again. That's how I got here.
All right, tell me about being a libero. What does that mean to you?
Just try to get good passes because we've got plenty of really good hitters. Luke's a great setter. If I can just get him a good pass, they'll put the ball down for me.
93% in both serves and serves received in the 2 years that you've been playing varsity. A kind of a crowning achievement for you to stay that high?
I wish it could be higher. It's like in like a class or something, a 93. I just want like a 98. That would be nice, I think. But it is nice that it's not lower. I will say that.
All right, let's get to know you a little bit better. My favorite things category. All right, favorite music genre. What kind of music you like?
I listen to anything. I'll listen to like 80s music. I like a lot of older country too, just anything.
You have a favorite group or artist in the music category?
I don't know. I kind of like Buddy Holly a little bit. The Police are good, like Willie Nelson. I don't know.
I have all of what you just mentioned on vinyl, by the way. All right, so let's talk a little food. Sweet snack. What's your favorite sweet snack?
Sweet snack. Any sort of dessert, cookies, brownies, I'll eat it all.
Favorite salty snack?
I really like soft pretzels.
That's a good answer. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? What's your favorite?
Dinner.
Who cooks it and what is it?
A plain hamburger from Applebee's.
All right, mom and dad off the hook there. Let's talk about classes. What's your favorite class in high school?
I mean, I really like them all. Probably either AP Stats or Spanish 4.
Do you have a least favorite?
English. I don't like researching and writing. That's the only thing I don't like.
All right, you mentioned some old school musicians there, so if you had a chance to travel back in any decade in the 1900s, which decade would you visit and why?
The 80s. My dad just talks about how great it was, so I'd go to the 80s.
I was there. It was all right. All right, talk to me about your future, man. What's your future plans? College?
I'm going to go to SLU and study accounting.
All right, what are you going to do with that accounting degree?
I want to go in like forensic accounting and something in there. Hopefully make some money. That's the goal.
The goal is always making money, man. Can't live without it, unfortunately. All right, let's talk about the season that you guys are going through right now. You're 7-7 after a big win last night over Alton. Guys heading in the right direction, you think?
I think so. Alton's a really good team. I didn't know if we were going to get the win or not, but we did. Second conference win. I think we can hopefully win tonight, and then Edwardsville tomorrow will be a real test. I think we're headed in the right direction now.
All right, talk to me about this Granite City Club. I know they're struggling a little bit, but you can never overlook anybody. They call these trap games.
They're actually a really good team. They do a lot good. They pass well. They set well. They have a couple of guys that can really hit the ball. So we got to put the block up. We got to make passes and still play the game.
All right, who out there do you want to say hi to?
Brandon and Todd Campbell. I promised that I would give them a shout out. They're big Kahok Sports Network fans. So those two.
Yeah, they're big bowling guys, man. They're always there at every game I do anyway.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, thanks. Good luck tonight. Good luck tomorrow against Edwardsville, and good luck in your future. Appreciate the visit.
Thank you.
All right, that is Matthew Falvey, number 6 in your program. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and when we come back, we'll set the starting rosters for both sides, and we'll do all that and more coming up here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! And once again, welcome back to Granite City. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network on this Wednesday night. I believe this is the only Kahok sport going on here on a Wednesday night. Wednesday night's one of those nights where not a lot happens, so sometimes you get some games going on and sometimes you don't. And most of the time it's a not kind of thing. So, all right, here are your starters. We'll begin with Granite City. Your outside hitters, Chris Taylor, a 6'1 senior, and Luke Stepanek, a 6'1 junior. Your middle blockers, Jaden Moore, a 6'2 sophomore, along with John Williams, a 6-foot sophomore. Your right side hitter is Tyler Lakin, a 6'2 sophomore. Your setter is Devinick Adams. I don't have any stats on him or numbers on him because he just got added to the roster by pencil when I got here. And the libero is Zach Rush, a 5'9 junior. For Collinsville, almost the same starting lineup as last night. Tyrone Ely is out sick, so He did not even make the trip, so your starters look like this. Your outside hitters, Jack Geisen and John Carl, both seniors. Jack 6 foot, John Carl also 6 foot. Your middle blockers include Stanley Carnahan, the 6'6 sophomore, and Jake Wilkinson, the 6'4 senior. Your outside hitter is, I already went over that. Your setter is Luke Geisen, the 5'11 senior. Your right side hitter is Solomon Talbot, the 6'10 sophomore. And the libero, our pregame guest, Mr. Matthew Falby, a 5'11 senior. All right, we're just about ready. Collinsville will be on the side closest to your screen, so that's kind of cool. And they are all decked out in their purple. Little white trim on the shorts and down the jerseys. Numbers on the fronts and the backs are in purple, trimmed in white, and they have the word Kahawks written across the backs of their jerseys. Granite City, they're the home team. They are dressed all in black. They have white numbers on the front and the back. The word Warriors on the back of their jerseys and the Granite City logo on the fronts of their jerseys. Their libero, Zach Rush, will be wearing the red jersey. Collinsville's libero, Matthew Falby, will be wearing the white jersey. No stats whatsoever are available for Granite City. So we do not have those. Not on the STL, not on Max Preps, nowhere to be found. So no stats for Granite City. We're underway after the serve by Luke Geisen. Granite City sends it over. Geisen gets it once again. Falby trying to set up Solomon. He does. It's blocked, and it's blocked out of bounds, and Collinsville goes up 1-0. I got to keep score here, don't I? This is not an automatic thing anymore. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. Geisen serves up another one right down the middle. Pushed up front. Excuse me. Stays up front. Blocked by Wilkinson. Somehow or another, Granite City got it over. That was a nice job by Devinick Adams, the new guy, and that one goes out of bounds, and we are tied at 1. In case you joined us a little late, JV had their 3-game match streak come to an end. They lost to Granite City in 2 sets, 25-19, 25-20. Here is Geisen, sets it up in the middle. Wilkinson into the far, make that the near side corner, and Collinsville picks up point number 2. And now it is John Carl's turn to go back to serve. John, 106 serves on the year, and he couldn't quite get back over to that one, and now we are tied at 2. Back to serve now for Granite City is Chris Taylor, the 6'1 outside hitter. He's a senior. He pops one right into the middle. Falby pushes it up front. Geisen pushes it over to Jack. That one was probably headed out of bounds, and Rush in the back line over there for Granite City. Probably would have been better off letting that one go. So back and forth we go with 1-point leads here. Collinsville now back out front 3-2. And back to serve is Jake Wilkinson. Wilkinson sends one over onto the far sideline. That's popped all the way over to the near sideline. Granite City stays with it. They get it across. Wilkinson gets an arm on it. And then Talbot sets it up for Geisen. Geisen gets it across. Tried to find an empty spot up at the front of the net. And then Granite City gets it back across. Carl to Luke Geisen, to Jack Geisen. Down on the ground, and a big kill there by Jack Geisen. So another serve coming up here for Wilkinson. Wilkinson on the year only had 37 serves coming in, 7 errors, 81%. Pops one into the middle. Rush gets a hand on it. Sent over on the second shot. Talbot sends it up to Carnahan, and Carnahan gets it over. Rush moves it up front to Adams, and a block over on the far side. Talbot and Carnahan in on that one. And it's 5-2 now in favor of Collinsville. Another serve coming up here for Wilkinson. In the middle, Rush picks it up again, over to Adams, and finally brought across by Williams. Collinsville's turn. Here is Luke over to his brother Jack. One little fingertip across, and we had a double hit by Collinsville, so that gives the point to Granite City, and Collinsville is up 5-3. Back to serve, John Williams. Not the one who came up with the Star Wars music. No, not him. Here's Talbot. Talbot with a kill shot. That's blocked, and it goes out of bounds. And Collinsville gets that point right back. 6-3 in favor of the Kahawks. Joey Rout comes in after the high five from Talbot, which he has to jump for. And back to serve now is Mr. Joey Rauch. 18 serves on the year, just 1 error. So that's a pretty good percentage. And Rush reacted a little late. Over on the far side, Collinsville goes up 7-3. Rauch came in at 94.4% efficiency on his serves. He'll serve up another one. Into the middle it goes, popped up, and it's going to go over the net. And Geisen back to Geisen, into the middle, and Rush sends it over to the out-of-bounds area. And into the net it goes, and Granite City having a little bit of a struggle here. It's 8-3 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Rauch, back with another serve. Once again, in the middle, pushed up front. Adams sends it over to the far sideline, and it's pushed over, and we're going to get a point to Collinsville. They said he double hit it. So Collinsville now up 9-3. And Joey will continue his service streak here. Rush, he picks it up. Adams sets it up. And then a inbound slam by Jaden Moore. Moore was manning the near side corner over here, where this number 18 guy is now during the JV game. Into the game is Michael Atkins, the 6-foot senior. He'll go back to serve, 9-4 in favor of Collinsville. Sends it across. Carl, and Luke Geisen sends it over on the second shot, trying to catch somebody sleeping over there. Popped into the middle. Carl sends it up for Luke, who sends it up for Jack. Jack off a couple of blocks up front. Rush gets a hold of it, though, and then back over here to the near side it goes. Carl pops it up to Luke. Luke into the middle. Carnahan, that's in on the near side corner. And Carnahan gets a kill. Spreading the kills around so far. 10-4 in favor of Collinsville. And back to serve is Jack Geisen. Jack, 133 serves, 10 errors. Collinsville with another point. 11-4. Geisen sends over a screamer. Rush takes care of it. Sends it up and stayed alive by Atkins, and then finally pushed over. Collinsville's turn to set it up. Geisen over to Carl. Carl, too far. Out of bounds right in front of the Granite City bench. That's where Dr. Justin Warren, the head coach, and his assistant Ginger Harrison are sitting. Here is Luke Stepanek. He sends one over to Rauch. Geisen sets it up behind him for Carnahan, and Carnahan with his second kill. And Collinsville extends that lead to 12-5. These two teams met earlier in the year, second match of the season actually at Virgil Fletcher. Collinsville won 25-16, and then that second set was a barn burner, man. 25-27, needed some extra time to take care of that one. Here is Carl, and he buries it into the net to give Granite City a point. 12-6 in favor of Collinsville. Here's Jaden Moore, the 6'2 sophomore. He's back to serve. And he sends one over to the near side. Falvey pushes it up front. Geisen sets it up for Carl. Partial block, and they're going to call a net violation up front by Granite City. So the Warriors giving a point to Collinsville as Talbot and Rauch change spots again. Rush comes back into the game. He'll take the place of Taylor over on the Granite City side. Here is Luke Geisen once again. Luke on the year, 98.5, maybe 98.6 on his serves. 141 coming in, just 2 errors. Talbot sends one over. Partially blocked, goes off of 2 bodies, but Granite City stays with it. Jack sends it up to Luke. Luke will send it over to Carl. Carl, after a partial block, they'll get that one over on a kick. That's the way that the JV game ended at Virgil Fletcher earlier in the year. They got the winning point, Granite City did, on the kick. Here's Carl with a nice dig. Now he's getting a chance to kill it, and he does. Off a partial block up front, but it falls down anyway. And Collinsville goes up 14-6. Luke Geisen ready to serve up another. He does so right over that net, just barely. Here is Jack, keeps it alive one more time. Nice job by the Collinsville Kahawks to keep that one from hitting the floor. There's a big kill. Wilkinson He went up and got that one. He saw that there was an empty spot right under that net, and he just banged it right there. 15-6 in favor of the Kahawks. Another serve coming up for Luke. A little lob shot, but that was tricky. And there's a kill. Carl in the right place at the right time as well. And Collinsville living large here, a 10-point lead. Geisen sends another one over. Over onto the near side and blocked back down. There you go. Nicely done there, Carl and Wilkinson. They'll each get a partial block. And Collinsville comfortably up front, 17-6. Luke Geisen with another serve. Sends it. Granite City pushes it. Atkins. And another point by Collinsville as that one never made it over the net. And Granite City, they're looking a little frustrated over there. They'll make another change. They'll bring in Tannen Nenninger. And he'll take the place of Chris Taylor. As Luke Geisen continues a strong service streak here. Another one popped up into the back line. Sent forward by Stepanek. Over by Granite City. Geisen sets it up for Carl. Partial block sent right back though. And Collinsville stayed with it. Here is Talbot. He pushes it over. Popped up into the back. Moved over to the near side. And a point given to Collinsville on a double hit once again by Granite City. 19-6. Luke Geisen brings another one over. That's low, and it stays low. Stepanek couldn't get under it, and it stayed low at the shoe tops. 20-6 in favor of Collinsville. Geisen staying back there for a number of Collinsville points. Sent forward once again by Stepanek, and now Rush will send it over. He does so. Luke Geisen into the middle for Falby. Over to the near side here for Carl, and he punches it into the net once again. Eyes as big as saucers when he goes up for that one. Thinking, I got this. 20-7 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Devonick Adams back to serve for Granite City, and he serves it out of bounds. John Carl. Is he going to go back to serve? Because usually when Dominic Vanderreit comes into the game, that's what his job is. But Dominic comes in, sets up front. John Carl in the back, ready to serve, and there it goes. That's too far. 21-8. Granite City ready to serve. John Williams, the sophomore middle blocker. That's his job right now. And he sends a low one over, but Falby takes care of it. Luke Geisen to Jack. Geisen off a partial block. Granite City keeps it alive. Jack back in the middle to Luke. Luke sends it over. And then over onto the far side, a block off of the shoulders of John Carl. And what he's talking about, right spot, right time. If he wouldn't have been there, that ball would have went out. And Collinsville can't run back far enough to get that one and keep it going. So a point for Granite City, and it's 21-9 Kahawks. Williams ready for another serve. A little bit of a delay here while Coach Warren and the referee talk things over. Maybe the wrong guy was getting ready to serve and he didn't want to lose a point because of it. So instead of Williams, it'll be Nenninger. I thought Williams just served. Yeah, now we're going to get everybody to talk about it. Luke's going over and talking to the referee on the ladder. Now the other ref comes over to talk about it. Because I could have swore that that point was served by John Williams. And then all of a sudden, after they pick up the point, Tanner Nenninger comes in to serve. As long as you get points, it should be the same guy serving. So a little bit of a lengthy conversation going on here. And they did. They went out of order. So Collinsville will get a point. Well, now they're going to need to change the scoreboard. I'm not changing mine until they change theirs. They're not changing the scoreboard, so, well, the referee's still over there talking to the scorer's table now. And if they're going to give them a point for them going out of rotation, then it should be 22-8. All right, it's on the scoreboard. So, 22-8, whistle says we can go, and here is Wilkinson. He sends one too far. And Granite City hits double digits in the point category, 22-10. They were having problems with the scores over. They were putting scores on the wrong side during the JV game. They still haven't put that 10th point up there for Granite City. As they send that one into the back, Falby puts it up front, and Geisen sends it over. And now Stanley Carnahan, with his third kill of this match, gives Collinsville 23. Rauch is going to come in, this time for Vanderwright. A little bit easier of a high five on the way out than it is with Solomon. Talbot's a tall one, man. 6'10". Rauch sends one into the middle. He was out there for a while, picking up some points on the service line. Into the middle it goes. Carl moves it up front. Luke moves it over to Jack. Blocked, kept alive. Nice job there. Jack getting it over on the second hit. Now a setup by Adams and sent over. Falby, he'll move it over into the middle. Carl moves, tried to get it over, but just mishit it. Went off of his fingertips instead. And it is 23-11. Yeah, now they're talking about it at the scores table again. Granite City should have one more point. They've got it at 23-10. I think somebody from Granite City might have said something. Well, that wasn't the case. I've got it at 11 because I counted the point that never got put on the board. So I'm sticking with my scoreboard. Michael Atkins back to serve for Granite. Atkins sends one right into the middle. Falby to Luke to Jack. Picked up by Rush in the back. Sent over on the second shot by Granite City. Now Rauch into the middle. Carnahan trying for his fourth kill. That one's popped way up. Here is Stepanek. He'll send it over. And now Geisen back over to brother Jack, and Jack gets the kill. His second of the match, or of the set, and the match, both. Cade Simmons, the 6-foot sophomore, will check into the game. John Carl will head to the bench. I watched Cade during the JV games. He's got a pretty good shot here at this volleyball thing. He plays very well and keeps his momentum up. He'll get up there and smack one down every once in a while, too. Well, that one belongs to Granite City, 24-12. There's Luke Stepanek back to serve. Into the middle. Rauch gets underneath it just barely. And then Simmons sends it across. Rush saves it over to the far side, and that one is in the corner. And Rauch had that one go right over his head. That was a good kill shot there by Tannen Nenninger. 24-13. Stepanek plays for the Granite City Warriors hockey team. They were the champions of the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association 2 years in a row, and another kill by Carnahan. And Collinsville has won this one by a score of 25-13, and we will get ready for set number 2 in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees, or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, two great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family owned and operated by former Kahok since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Back here at Granite City High School, Todd Duke is my name. Glad that you're with us on the Kahok Sports Network. One set in the books. Collinsville wins 25-13. And the second set just about ready to begin. Here is Devonick Adams with the serve. It's pushed up front, and a kill shot by Carl gets partially blocked and kept alive by Granite City. That one ends up falling out of bounds, though. And Collinsville will collect the first point of this second set. Carl back to serve. He'll be the first server in set number 2 for Collinsville. Yeah, a nice low one at that. That was a good serve there by Carl. Sends it across, and Jack Geisen to Luke. And John Carl was trying to get up from the backside of the court to kill that one. He just needed to get it over is all he needed to do. 1-1. Serve by Chris Taylor, and it's picked up by Carl. Luke Geisen keeps it alive. Jack sends it across. That's blocked back over, but Collinsville gets it over on the initial shot anyway. And then a block by Collinsville, and that one by Wilkinson will give Collinsville back the 1-point lead. Wilkinson serves into the middle. Rush picks it up, moved up front. Adams will set it up for Stepanek. He gets it over. Collinsville's turn to set it up. Here is Talbot. That was immediately blocked back over, and now Carnahan sends it across. Adams to Rush. Rush gets it up there, and now Wilkinson to Luke to Jack, and that's off of Rush and all the way out of bounds. And Collinsville will go up 3-1. Jayhawks return home to take on Edwardsville tomorrow, trying to pick up a second conference win in the same season. Last year all they got was the one against Alton. They've got another 5 more chances to pick up number 2 this year. That one goes across. Rush stays with it, and then it's sent across by Nenninger. Picked up on the back row by Carl. Over to Talbot. Talbot almost found an empty spot, but Adams got there just in time. Stepanek gets it over, but now we have a double hit by Granite City, and Collinsville will earn another point. So that's going on tomorrow. We are scheduled to be at the Collinsville Sports Complex. Lady Kahok softball versus Belleville West. We'll see if the rain, that was a nice placement there by Wilkinson. He gets the first ace of the game for Collinsville. All the way into that back corner. It stayed just inside the red line. 5-1. Collinsville with the lead. Wilkinson serves it up again into the back, and that one is in as well. 2 aces in a row by Mr. Wilkinson. It's like I found my forte here. That one's popped up short, and Granite City fortunate enough to get that one over. Carnahan, he'll give it to Carnahan, that was Carl, and that one's going to end up being tipped out of bounds, and Collinsville will get another point. Just across the back line, but it was touched by a Granite City player once it made it over the net. 7-1 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Wilkinson. Wilkinson sends that one right into the middle. Rush moves it up front. Adams for Stepanek. Stepanek, two-hand push across. Here is Carl setting it up for Jack Geisen. Geisen will throw it into the back corner. There wasn't anybody there, so it was a good idea. And there's a block. Nicely done there by Carnahan. Then he tries to block it again and couldn't on the second try, and Granite City will pick up their second point. Lady Kahok soccer team's at home tomorrow again versus Freeburg. So a full slate. Baseball teams at Mater Dei. Softball at home against Belleville West. Soccer at home against Freeburg. Boys volleyball at home against Edwardsville. We have the softball game scheduled. We'll see what happens with the rain. 7-2, Collinsville in the lead. Sent across, Geisen to Geisen. Now back over, and oh, what a big fly that was. Tannen Nettinger went up there and got all of that one. 7-3, Collinsville with the lead. Another serve coming up by a young man that I don't have a number for. He's wearing number 3, apparently off of the JV team. That one's heading toward the crowd, and no way that Adams was going to get there. Collinsville picks up point number 8. This time Talbot went down for the low 5 for Joey Rauch. Sure Joey appreciated that one. Rauch to serve, gets it across, and it's picked up by Stepanek. Adams back to Stepanek. He'll send it across. Rauch digs it out and sends it back over on that dig. Here is Adams over here on the near side to Nettinger, and he hit the net with it, and that was too many hits. And Collinsville picks up point number 9. 9-3. Joey Rauch to serve again. Right across. Stepanek. Adams. And let that one go out of bounds, then it will, and Collinsville will pick up another point. While that ball was up in the air, a couple of guys went for it and then stopped going for it because they saw the other one going for it, and that usually ends up in some kind of a bad spot. Here is Rauch, sends it across again. Stepanek over onto the far side, sends it across. Whoa, what a block there by Carnahan. Didn't account for a point, but that was a great block. Here is Geisen. He'll send one over a surprise. Almost worked. And another point for Collinsville on a double hit by Granite City once again. 11-3 Kahawks. Rauch sends another one right into the middle. Shoved up into the air by Weaver. And now Taylor, or Moore, excuse me. And another missed opportunity, but this one is on Collinsville's side, so Granite City will be the beneficiary of a free point. 11-4, Collinsville has the lead. There is Michael Atkins to come in to serve. Atkins leads all the way up against the wall and brings it forward. Sends it across, too far. If he would have stayed back by the wall, that probably still would have been too far. Here's Jack Geisen to serve for Collinsville. Sends it right into the middle. Rush sends it up front. Atkins sends it into the back, and everybody just looked at each other. Collinsville, 13-4. Won the first match 25-13. Geisen sends it over again. Rush sends it up front. Atkins sets it up for Moore, and Moore, he gets a big kill. He went up there and got that one. Luke Stepanek back to serve. He does so right into the middle to Falby, our pregame guest. Now Carl with a chance for a kill. That's blocked up front. Falby. That one. Oh! Luke gets his first kill. His parents are loving it. They're right below me. And now our pregame guest, Matthew Falby, back to serve. He likes to serve a little bit farther to the left than everybody else. Well, Granite City did a nice job getting that one over. That was a low serve. Now here is Carl. He'll shove it across. Stepanek moves it up front. Atkins tried to one-hand it over the net, but he ends up running it into the net. Collinsville up by 10 once again, 15-5. Falby serves another one across. Stepanek moves it over. Atkins sent it probably a little bit too far, and yep, that's too many hits. Never made it over on the third one. 16-5. Collinsville extends that lead. Falby sends it over, and Rush takes care of it. Atkins setting it up for Moore, and Moore tried that kill shot again. This time Rauch was ready for it. A one-hand shove over, and that one's going to turn into a point for Collinsville. Luke Geisen sent it over, and then it ended up going backwards, and the next hit sent it off of a girder and straight down. Falby continues to serve. That one just barely makes it over the net. Sent across on the first try. Luke to Wilkinson. Wilkinson with a kill. His third. Collinsville making quick work here of Granite City. Falby back to serve as Cade Simmons checks in again. That was a nice serve by Falby. Those are hard to get, man, those sinkers. And now we're going to have a net violation against Granite City. And Collinsville will slide over to point number 19. Falby continuing a long service streak. Sends this one into the back. It's picked up by Stepanek. Atkins to Moore. And Moore tried to set it right down behind Wilkinson, but failed to get it over the net. Collinsville gets to point number 20 real quick. That one's into the net. And the string of service points ends for Matthew Falby. And now Jaden Moore will go back to serve for the Warriors. In the middle, Geisen to Simmons. Down it goes. Cade Simmons gets a kill. Wonder if that's his first one here on the varsity level. There's a lot of stats for volleyball, and I can't print all of them out because I have too many sheets. I try to keep everything on one sheet. I try to get as many of the varsity serving statistics that I can, since almost everybody takes turns serving, and then I usually do the top 3 or 4 for every other category, and that takes up one full page. No such luck for baseball, man. You got to show up with like 4 pages worth of stats. Granite City sends it across on the final try. Into the game now also is Austin Zagorski, and another big point there for Collinsville. Zagorski had a couple of nice kills in that JV game. 22-6. Collinsville, here is Luke Geisen to serve. He'll send it over. Stepanek picks it up. Atkins sets it up behind him, but that goes over the net, and that was hit too far by Wilkinson. It goes out of bounds. And point number 7 belongs to Granite City. Somebody's coming in to serve, right? Rush is like, somebody want this ball? Devinick Adams, he will serve. Adams sends it into the middle. Falby pushes it up front, and a setup for Wilkinson from Luke Geisen. And Wilkinson makes it count for point number 23 for Collinsville. Canucks 2 points away from a very quick 2-set sweep. Here's Simmons. He serves for the first time tonight, and that one's popped over the net. And Collinsville trying to put it down. They can't. Ends up staying on the wrong side. Wilkinson had the right idea, but just didn't execute it. And a whistle, and I believe he stepped on the line. And that'll give. No, he didn't step on the line. It was Collinsville's fault. Geisen to Geisen to Geisen. And that one goes down, and then to add insult to injury, Devinick Adams volleyed the ball off of his own face. Or injury to insult, whatever the case may be. 24-9, Collinsville serving for match point. And it'll be Mr. Jake Wilkinson to do that. And that one was going to head out of bounds, but it was saved by Stepanek. Now he'll get it back, sends it over to the near side, and Wilkinson saved it. Now Jack Geisen sends it across. Nicely done there by the K-Hawks. Here is Stepanek, blocked up front. Carnahan, oh, Granite City got it over. Carnahan gets himself another block, though. Here is Geisen. He'll send it back into the corner. Rush saves it, because that definitely was going to come down inbounds. Into the back it goes. Simmons to Luke, to Jack. Jack, that was partially blocked. And down it goes onto the other side of the net. And Collinsville completes the two-set sweep, 25-13 and 25-9. So a nice showing here by the Collinsville K-Hawks tonight as they win both of these sets in quick fashion. And we will take a break and come back and have a little post-game conversation with the JV head coach and the assistant on the varsity side, and that would be Miss Brenna Swartz. We will talk to her in just a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact AD Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today. And once again, we welcome you back to Granite City High School. The varsity Kahawks make quick work of the Granite City Warriors, 25-13 and 25-9. Joining us now, the JV head coach and the assistant on the varsity side, Miss Brenna Swartz. How are you, dear?
Good.
Out of breath now?
Running up those stairs, yeah.
Yeah,
I was late to come up here.
They always tell you never run to a microphone.
Well,
that yeah, they kind of get that thing going on.
Then I broke the golden rule there.
That's not a golden rule. It's just one of those things. All right, so before we get started here, talk to me about this dynamic between Solomon Talbot and Joey Rauch and the high fives on the sideline when they get ready to transfer in for each other. And Talbot, man, he puts that arm up as far as he can get it, and he makes Joey jump. What's up with that?
I don't know. I think they just think it's funny, and they're just having fun with it. So
it is funny.
Might as well keep doing it.
I think it's funny.
If they're okay with it.
I mentioned it last night and tonight, so, I mean, they're doing something right, correct? All right, so let's talk about the bad news. Your 3-game winning streak on the JV side came to a close.
It did.
Granite City, their JV program, man, you guys lost to them earlier in the year as well. So I'm guessing that bodes well for their future if they're doing that to you guys on the JV side.
Yeah, I think we were just having an off night, too, because it didn't look like the same team that played against Alton yesterday. So.
Yeah. I get that. All right, Cade Simmons. When I watch your varsity, your JV games, he's one of the ones that stands out in my mind that this kid, given some more time, he's going to be really good. So tell me about him.
So this is his first year playing, and just from day one till now, and I keep saying this over and over, but he individually has improved so much, and I can't wait to see what's to come for him in the future.
I love your little hand signals down there. It's like the ear to the mouth. You guys got to talk to each other.
Talk and listen. That's what I'm doing.
Talk and listen, because there's a few times that didn't happen. They just kind of it's one of those things when the ball is up in the air and two people go at it at the same time, and then they both see each other, so they both stop, and then the ball falls down and hits the ground because of what?
Lack of communication. We had that, I think, a couple times tonight, unfortunately, but it does happen.
You don't have to keep on rubbing your forehead like that. Never mind. That's what this is from, by the way. Okay. That's the daughter, not any sports. Okay, let's move over to the varsity match, man. That was quick work, man. The guys made quick work of Granite City.
Yeah, I think they played aggressively, and they played to win, and they earned their own points, and I think that was a huge difference in other games that we've seen that haven't panned out so well.
Yeah, you got a couple of your JV guys in there on the varsity side tonight, too.
Yeah, I think they're a little nervous, but they all did fantastic.
Yeah, so bodes well. A couple of wins in a row for the varsity side as you guys get ready to head home tomorrow to play Edwardsville. So let's see if we can get a win. 2 Southwestern Conference wins in one season would be awesome.
That would be fantastic.
Right.
I hope for it.
I wish I was going to be there, but I got softball, so we'll see you later.
Priorities. I see where you're at.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. All right, that is Brenna Swartz. We thank her for her visit up here on the post-game show. And that's going to do it for us. We have softball tomorrow, as I just mentioned. We're over at the complex against Belleville West. And baseball team's at Mater Dei. Volleyball team's at home against Edwardsville. And the girls' soccer team is at home against Freeburg. So a busy day for Collinsville sports. A big thank you again to Matthew Falby joining us on the pregame show, and Brenna over here joining us on the postgame show. My name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow afternoon, have a great evening, everyone.